presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. And tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And it's a pretty good return here, so we'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And the talented young man took over as a full-time starter week 6 of last season, showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front, and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there. Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 49 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I'll flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they said that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. After, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And normally when you talk about a quarterback on his 3rd team in as many years, You're worried about this kid's potential, but in this case, Justin Fields has plenty of it, and he flashed his big time during his short tenure in Pittsburgh. Now he has the opportunity in New York to be a full-time starter once again, and the Jets are excited about his potential.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Fields now to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. And they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long. To throw is Fields. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Milton Williams with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want to repeat their first drive.
78 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down is May. That is caught. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Here's Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A quick hitter complete. It's Taylor. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Patriots offense and Ramondre Stevenson getting set for this next drive. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Pats at the line ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw, it's May. Looking left side. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The New York set to take the field. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. 1st and goal at the 1. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
15 more yards. That's another Patriots first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
They suspected that it was a power play with the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd down at the Jets' 27-yard line.
Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's May. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front, Des.
And this is called touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne from 4 yards out. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Borregales now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Fields. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Fields. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Jones. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Gonnan and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Well, the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves,
and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Keon White, his 2nd sack of the night.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Looking to put a drive together. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And he'll run there for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing here is May. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 147 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run once more with Stevenson. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll throw with May. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots are able to widen their advantage. In the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Second down and 3.
Second down at the 42-yard line.
They'll give the Hall. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, New York.
Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. In motion left goes Reynolds. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Jones providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest by winning by this many.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. New England's offense set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Down to the 41. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. May. He completes it to Henry. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as he'll get this down to the 32. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
At the 32-yard line.
A give for Stevenson, running right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 of the 6. 180 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jets 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Pats have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now.
35. Jets, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York set to take the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Here we go, son.
Play action. It's Fields. And oh, that nearly the first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Kyle Duggar just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
Under pressure, they got him again. Keon White in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
And it's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To the right side, this is Stevenson. And some room to work. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The extra point now for Borregales. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Here we go, son. Nice instructions.
One last throw here for Fields. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.